Hello, today is day 29 of doing 100 pull-ups every day to raise money for Alzheimer's disease. I have a link in my description that I put in every video. That link brings you to my fundraiser page, and all donations go straight to the Alzheimer's Society of Canada. They use that money for research purposes, so it's pretty much money that researchers can use to gain more information about the disease, because the more we can understand about Alzheimer's, the better treatments that we can develop, and even maybe develop a cure. So your money is not going to waste, it's for a good cause. So please consider donating. And if you can't donate, please share the link to someone who would donate or is willing to donate. So, like every video, I'm going to do 100 pull ups. And today I'm going to talk about, it's not really going to be a prevention tip for Alzheimer's, but we're going to focus on caregivers today. So, uh, I mentioned how Alzheimer's, if a loved one or a friend or whatever, you're taking care of someone that has Alzheimer's, it creates a pretty, I don't want to say burden, but it's very hard for the caregiver, especially if it's a loved one or a friend, because it's hard to see the person that you love kind of disappear, because they change, their personality changes, they're not the same as they were before the symptoms really took a hold of them. So today I'm going to talk about ways to maintain your mental health as you're, taking care of someone with Alzheimer's. If this is your case, well, hopefully these tips help, and I guess these tips are good to know in case you are in a position where you have to take care of someone with Alzheimer's. God forbid that ever happens, but you never know. So yeah, let's start doing some pull-ups. So I'm just gonna get my timer started here. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So first thing that you should do is set realistic expectations. So accept that you can't do everything perfectly. It's just not possible. We're human. We can't all be perfect. So Alzheimer's is progressive, and not every problem has a fix. So you have to change your mindset from curing, I'm trying to cure this person, to caring, which can ease frustration, because, like I said, not everything has a fix or can even be fixed. So if you're trying to cure everything, it's just going to lead to frustration, and it can discourage you a lot. So focus more on caring the person, and yeah, that'll help a lot. All right, going for 14 now. Next is build a support network. So this is really important. Reach out to family, friends, or community groups for help. The Alzheimer's Society of Canada actually has these support groups. So if you live in Canada, reach out to them. I think they have different communities based on your city. Also, if you live in the United States, I think the Alzheimer's Association does the same type of thing. For other countries, I'm not too sure. Um, yeah, let me just do my pull-ups. All right, going for 21 now. So to expand on what I was talking about, join caregiver support groups. Many Alzheimer's societies host them online and in person, and sharing with others who understand can reduce isolation. So pretty much just having people that you can talk to about the things that you're struggling. And this is really important because they can remind you that you're doing your best and that, you know, you don't have to get so down on yourself. I feel like if you isolate yourself and you only talk to you don't talk to anybody about your issues with caregiving, it's really easy to get down on yourself because obviously Alzheimer's is a progressive disease, so there's not really much you can do to help stop the disease. So you might feel like it's almost your fault, but it's not. So these support groups really help, and your support network makes a big difference. Next up is take regular breaks. So schedule short daily breaks for yourself, even just a walk or quiet time. Consider respite care services or adult day programs so you can recharge. So this is pretty much just a place that you can bring your loved one, uh, so you can take a break, or you can even hire someone to come in for you and just, you know, let you relax for a bit because it's important for you to take breaks as well. Caregiving is very exhausting, especially if you're taking care of someone with Alzheimer's. It takes a lot of energy. All right, going for 35 now. And taking breaks can allow you to recharge your mind, help you be more mindful. Like we've talked about that, how important it is, because it lowers stress. If you're just always never taking a break, always caring for your loved one, it's hard to get the rest necessary to recharge mentally. And then it's by doing that, um, it would actually be harder to take care of them because you're always so exhausted. So it might feel bad because you're taking a break from them, but you're actually doing it so you can come back with more energy, so you can take care of them almost better, I guess, for lack of better terms or whatever. All right, going for 42 now. Next is maintain your own health. So stick to your own sleep routine, healthy diet, and exercise schedule. So I've gone over this in the last few videos. I've gone over, the basic tips to stay consistent with those things, as well as what has worked for me in the past. So if you haven't seen those videos, go back. It's like the last 3 videos, I think. And these not only boost resiliency, but also help you avoid burnout and illness. So you gotta make sure you stay consistent with your own health, because how can you take care of someone if you yourself aren't healthy? Basic logic. All right, going for 49 now. Next up, learn stress relief techniques. So practices like deep breathing, journaling, prayer, or mindfulness can lower stress hormones. And if you give yourself breaks, it gives you the time to do that. So this kind of goes hand in hand with finding time to give yourself time to recharge. And that's kind of what I was talking about. It gives you the time to do these stress relief techniques. And having a quick reset tool helps when caregiving feels overwhelming. So, allow yourself to reset so that you can de-stress and come back with more energy so you can take better care of your loved one or friend or whatever. I think I'm going for 56 now. Next up, Set boundaries. So it's okay to say no when people ask too much of you. Balance caregiving with your personal life, work, and social connections. So, you have a lot on your plate. Most times, people who are caregivers also have a full time job. So, if you have other commitments trying to pull you in, saying, like, oh, come do this with us, like, no. You have other things to do that are more important. Don't spread yourself or stretch yourself too thin to the point where you break. So, focus on what's important. Don't be afraid to say no to people because you have better things and more important things to do. All right, 63. And that being said, I'm not saying, to not take time for yourself, but if you're being pulled into other things that don't allow you to reset, that's okay to say no to. If you want to go out with your friends or loved ones or something just as a reset, that's fine. But don't let yourself get distracted by things that don't really matter. And then you get stressed out because you don't have time to do anything. All right. Going for 70, I think. All right. Next, seek professional help when needed. So if you feel persistently anxious, depressed, hopeless, reach out to a therapist or counselor. Talking to a professional can provide coping tools and emotional support. So I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that Alzheimer's Society of Canada can help you find those professionals that can help you if you're a caregiver. If not, I'm sure a quick internet search can help you find that. But yeah, don't be afraid to ask for help yourself. Caregiving is really hard. So, you know, seek out help. Help yourself so you can help your loved one. It's pretty much the main point of that. So, seek professional help. It could probably, help you a lot, which will in turn help your loved one. So, all right, going for 77. I didn't give myself much of a break there. And then last one is remember your identity outside of caregiving. So stay connected with hobbies, passions, or friendships that give you joy. You're not just a caregiver, you're still you. All right. Going for 84 now. So to expand on what that means is, I feel like if you're always taking care of your loved one that has Alzheimer's, you kind of lose yourself a little bit. It's like everything you do is just about taking care of them. You don't think about yourself anymore, and you have to remember to stay who you are and to take care of yourself. You're a person too. You're not just a caregiver. So, and that means taking care of yourself. So that's one of the tips. Remember to take care of your own health, but also don't forget that you still have to live your life. It sounds a little selfish, but you still have to do things that bring you joy. Because if you're sad all the time, you're not going to be able to show up every day and be that positive light that your loved one needs. So again, I say this every time. Take care of yourself so you can take care of the ones you love. All right, going for 91 now. So that's everything. Hopefully that was helpful. Uh, and again, if you are struggling and you're a caregiver, there's a bunch of resources online. If you're in Canada, reach out to the Alzheimer Society of Canada, and if you're in the United States, the Alzheimer's Association. I bet they would help you out, or help, at least help you find help, because doing it on your own is extremely difficult, and the people that do that deserve a lot more credit than they have or than they get. So don't be afraid to ask for help. All right, I'm at 91, going for 100 now. All right, that's 100. And then one more for good luck. All right, so that's all for today. Done 100 pull-ups. Check. Yeah, so if you like the video, leave a like, comment. If you have any questions about anything I say, or if you want to let me know about your own journey, let me know. I like to read those comments. Words of encouragement too are nice. Yeah, anything is welcome. If you also, share the video so more people can see it. The more views I get, the more potential donations I can come in. So, let's run those numbers up and bring the donation total to closer to the target. We're still at $53 right now. It's not bad, but could be better. Our goal is 5,000, so let's get it up. Yeah, so that's everything for today. I'll see you tomorrow for another pull-ups. Another 100 pull-ups. Sorry. Bye.